welcome everyone, this is Brenda and this is officially my second video tutorial, so let's start. In today's tutorial I am going to show you how to crochet the cozy blanket step by step. This blanket that you have on your screen is 60 inches by 72 inches. In today's tutorial I will I will explain you how to crochet this size, but also you can go check the description box that is under the title of this video, and there you are going to find more sizes. So please go and check the description box. And also don't forget to subscribe to this new channel. That's gonna be so helpful for me, and thank you so much. Let's start with the materials for this blanket. This time I use Bernat blanket yarn. This is a bulky yarn, number 6, and the colors are cream, clay brick, vintage white, and almond. Also a 8mm hook, tapestry needle, and scissors. Let's start with 121 chains. This time I am going to make a small sample just to make it easy for me to explain you all the details and all the rows. And yeah, you are going to follow exactly what I am doing, but with 121 chains. Also, you can go to the description box and modify the size of your blanket, don't forget. Once you have your 121 chains, or the chains corresponding to the size that you are going to make, we are going to start in the second chain from the hook. This is the first one, and this is the second chain. We are going to pass through the second chain just right here, directly. Take yarn, return, take yarn, and pass through the first loop, this one, take yarn again, and pass through the 2 loops that are in our hook. And we are going to repeat. In the next chain, we are going to pass just like this. Take yarn, return, take yarn and pass through the first loop, take yarn again and pass through the 2 loops that are in our hook. And we are going to repeat the same process. This is the extended single crochet. We are going to repeat the same. We are going to crochet an extended single crochet on each of our foundation chains. In the last chain of the row number 1, we are going to make the change of colors. This time I am going to take the color clay brick, and here I am going to start the last extended single crochet, just normal. Pass through the last chain of the row number 1, just like this. Take yarn, return, take yarn again, pass only through the first loop, and hold it with your fingers, just like I am doing. Take the new color, and take yarn, and pass through the 2 loops remaining in our hook. Now, a chain, and you can turn. And we are ready to start the row number 2. If you start with 121 chains, you are going to finish with 120 extended single crochets. Now we can continue with the row number 2. In the first foundation chain, we are going to crochet a extended single crochet. This is going to be the repetition of the row number 1, exactly the same, but with different color. And in the next chain, here, another extended single crochet. You are going to continue with the same process, a extended single crochet in each of our foundation chains, and at the end of this row I am going to show you how to finish this row and start the row number 3. The row number 3 is going to be with the same color, so yes, just continue and I will show you. Here I'm just finishing the row number 2, and here we don't have the change of colors, so the last stitch is with the same color. And then we are going to continue, as I said, with the same color in this row number 3. Here we just have to crochet a turning chain. Remember, we never crochet in the turning chain. We start in the first foundation chain with a extended single crochet, and we are going to continue with the same process. At the end of the row number 3, we're gonna make the change of colors again, so please continue. Remember that every row you're going to finish with the same number of stitches that you finished your first row. Here, again, I am going to make the change of colors. I am going to pass through the last chain remaining, take yarn, return, take yarn, pass through the first loop in my hook, and I am going to take again the color vintage white. And I am going to take yarn with a new color and pass through the 2 loops remaining, and I am going to crochet the turning chain. Once you are ready, you can turn. Remember, the turning chain is used to turn. We are going to start with an extended single crochet in the first foundation chain, and we are going to continue with the repetition of the same row. Remember, it's the same process. This time we are going to be following a pattern of colors using the same stitch for all the blanket. And that's pretty much all. I will keep showing you the change of colors because, as you know, we are going to be following a pattern of colors. Here in the last stitch, I am going to make again another change of colors. We're gonna pass through the last chain, take yarn, pass through the first loop, and here I am going to take the almond color, and I am going to take yarn with this new color and pass through the 2 loops that are or were in my hook. Crochet the turning chain and start again with a extended single crochet in the first foundation chain, and yeah, a extended single crochet in each of the chains of the foundation. And yeah, continue and finish this row number 5, and then we can start with the row number 6. At the end of this row number 5, we are going to change colors again. This time we are going to take the cream color. Don't forget to crochet your turning chain. And once you are ready, turn your work and start with the repetition of the same row. Here I am just ending with the row number 6 and I am going to start with the row number 7. Please don't forget the turning chain and turn. This row, that is the row number 7, is going to be with the same color, the cream color. Please continue and I will show you how to start the row number 8. At the end of the row number 7, we are going to make the last change of colors for the pattern of colors. This time we are going to be using the almond color again. And in the last stitch of the row number 7, we are going to change colors. It's the same process, exactly the same. Here, don't forget your turning chain, and once you're ready, you can continue with the row number 8. It's the same row, pretty much it's the same, just with different color. And that's all. You are going to continue, and when you finish the row number 8, I am going to explain you how to continue this blanket. I just finished the row number 8, and this is pretty much all the sequence of colors that you are going to be following. Once you have your row 8, you start again with the color of the row number 1, and yep, that's pretty much everything. You are going to repeat over and over again this pattern of colors. And also, if you are with the blanket that is 60 inches by 72 inches, you are going to crochet 112 rows. This means you are going to repeat 14 times this pattern of colors. And yeah, if you are doing another size, please go check the description box, and there you are going to find how many rows are required for the size that you are making. Once you finish with the rows for your blanket, we have to hide all the strands of yarn. This time I am going to be making knots, and then I will hide all the strands. So in this part, as I said, I am going to make knots, and as you can see, there's always 2 strands of yarn together, and this is going to be making the process easier. So here is the first knot, and I am going to make another one. And why not a third one? Remember, this is your blanket. You can do whatever you want with your blanket. And please be careful in this part, because this yarn, it's, let's say, very delicate when you tie it hardly, because it can break. So please do it gently. Take the time to do it gently, and yeah, be careful. Once you finish with your knots, hide all the strands of yarn. I am using my scissors because this is just a small sample. And yeah, so take the time, take your tapestry needle, and hide all the strands of yarn. If you take the time and you hide all the strands of yarn with your needle, this is going to give your blanket a beautiful finish. So please don't use the scissors. Here I just want to show you that I repeat twice the pattern of colors that we are following. And yeah, probably this small sample is going to be a perfect beautiful small blanket for my daughter dolls, and she's gonna be so excited. I'm sure of that. Okay, but let's continue. We are going to be finish our blanket with the border, in which we are going to be using the same stitch, the extended single crochet. This time I am going to start just right here, and I am going to crochet my first extended single crochet for the border, right here, following the same process. Continue with extended single crochet in each of the chains. I will show you what to do in the corner, so please continue. And here you are going to crochet 3 or 4 extended single crochets. That's up to you. This time I am going to crochet just 3, and I am going to turn, and I am going to continue in this size. Here the most important part is that every extended single crochet is at the same distance. So yeah, it's pretty much all. Just focus and placing the stitches at the same distance, and that's all. Continue with the same process. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for everything. If you have a question, any question, please feel free to leave it on the comments, and I will be super happy to help you. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much again, and don't forget to subscribe to this new channel, and see you next tutorial. Bye bye. Thanks again.